Hello and welcome to Rooted in Courage. I'm Erin and I'm so very glad that you're here. So for today's session, we are going to be focusing on gratitude as well as remembering how far we've come. So as I'm recording this, today is the fall or autumn equinox, depending on if you're in the northern hemisphere, it's the fall equinox. If you're in the southern hemisphere, I believe it's the spring or summer equinox. I can't remember. I think spring. And what we'll be focusing on today is remembering how far we've come and being able to release anything that's holding us back from where we're heading, where we want to head. And I think gratitude can be a really beautiful part of that, to be able to take stock of what's going right in our lives, be able to reflect, and also just cut ourselves a little bit of a break and slow down. So if you'd like to use this video just as a way to relax or a way to communicate with your intuition. I will be doing Reiki, distance Reiki, and there's nothing that you have to do. Just allow yourself to get cozy, get comfortable. I know it's been a minute since I've been on here, so if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for sticking around and being patient with me as I sort of navigate when it feels right to record and things like that. So thanks for being here again, and thank you to those over on Patreon who support me, support all of my creative endeavors, so thank you. Let's get into our session. So behind me, I have my fall or autumn equinox altar, and I'll step aside so you can see it. I use the Chani app, Chani Nicholas, the astrologer. She has an app that has altar suggestions for each of like the lunar phases or whatever astrology is going on. And for the autumn equinox, there was a specific sort of altar suggestions that she had. And one of them, I don't know if it's because we're moving into Libra season, or if it's something to do with like Venus. She had chamomile, and I just so happened to have some dried chamomile that I had recently bought. So I adorned our candle with some chamomile. And we'll go ahead and light our candle and set our intention. We have new incense matches. It's been a while since I've used these. Also, I live next to a baseball field, so if you hear baseball noises, that is the reason for it. The marching band was playing the other day, so that was really cool and cute. Actually, probably not good for an ASMR video. These are the hollyberry scent. I was just about to say I've gotten so much better at lighting matches, which is not true. Let's try that again. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out, we'll go ahead and set our intention over the candle flame. So on behalf of my and yours and everyone watching this video's highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort, alignment, empowerment, and peace, I wish to conduct this by proxy distance Reiki healing session to help us focus on gratitude, help us focus on the energy of remembering how far we've come, being able to take stock of our year so far, and also being able to feel into our own energy and call back any energy that is kind of out there in the ether that is wanting to return to us to help us feel vibrant, peaceful, serene. And holding space for any tenderness, any discomfort, and knowing that gratitude isn't trying to push away those things, but to allow us to really anchor in so that when those things come up, we feel more fortified and more like, okay, this too shall pass. I have the resilience to like sit with this. Yeah. So I'm going to first go ahead and take this wild turkey feather that I found. Just going to begin to sort of gently sweep around the aura and space around your body very gently. As we move into Libra season, or whenever you're watching this video, it can resonate as well. But as I'm recording this, we're moving into Libra season, which is an air sign, also ruled by Venus, I believe. Just giving some spaciousness to the physical, mental, spiritual, emotional bodies. My cat is in here and she's following my every move. Feeling the air in the lungs as you take a deep breath in. Creating some space, even if there's like giving some oxygen to any fire that feels like the fire of your love and your compassion. Awesome. I'm going to use the end of this to draw the Reiki symbols in through the physical body, connecting us through time and space. Maybe you're feeling more drawn to journaling during seasons of air signs, or maybe more honest communication. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and take this Dragon's Blood Good Fortune spray by Wicked Good. Spray this all around your body, also tapping into that air element. Holding my hands on either side of your body, the left and the right side. Balancing. Calling back your energy. You know, imagine like a cup or like a reserve of sorts as you call back your energy from situations, from people, or just from things that like aren't serving you. Allowing it to almost, you can imagine this cup or this reserve like filling up. Feeling it all the way at the bottoms of the feet. You can imagine it filling up through the bottoms of the feet, the lower half of the body. Traveling up through the left and the right sides of the body, the stomach, the torso, and the heart. Feeling it fill all the way up to the shoulders, the neck, all the way through to the top of the head. I'm going to take this, it's an angel aura treated quartz, or an aura treated quartz. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it is rainbow-y. And it just reminds me so much of that connection between you and your divine self, you and spirit, God, source, the universe. This connection to something bigger than yourself. And I think with gratitude that can often help us, or maybe even the word is creativity for you, that space in between where you can kind of just see the magic, the aliveness of the world, and then your part in it and your doing as well. Like the magic of a cup of coffee, or the steam, or the sunrise, or your beloved animal friend. I'm going to go ahead and place this at the top of the head. Here's where we'll bring in the first card that I pulled for today. So this is from the Chani Nicholas deck of plenty. There's lots of Chani happening here. This says, shame tells me to stay hiding, but healing knows that there is no hope there. Feeling into the connection to a community where you can be your authentic self. Sending gratitude to those spaces in your life where you feel like you can be your authentic self and you feel well received by those in your circle, your community, your chosen family, your real family, whatever it may be to you. And letting that authenticity, that visibility be able to be like a beautiful circle around you, like that's clear and vibrant and like makes you feel confident and good within yourself. I'm going to place my hands here at the solar plexus chakra, so the space above your belly button. This is the space of confidence, of will, of determination and motivation. I'm seeing a shark here in this space. And kind of a shark that is hiding within this tall, like, sea grass. Maybe there's some just fear and shame to be really fully, like, present and out in the world. So returning any shame or any fear that is not yours, returning it back to sender with so much love, or letting it be composted into the earth to create new growth. May you be able to be honest with the parts of you that feel shameful or not enough, or stuck in any way. I'm going to go ahead and bring out the little salt shaker candle holder full of salt that I have, and just help to continue to sloth, love the word. That's not what sloth, like get rid of, sloth off of any excess of like that fear, things that don't belong to you, that's sort of sitting in your aura or in your physical body or in your energetic body, like an exfoliating sort of process. Coming into a space where you are really grounded and confident in your ability to be compassionate and grateful, and not as like a way to deny yourself of what's hard in the world, like allowing it to be a superpower, a tool, not a denial of what in your life isn't working. Being able to balance those two things of seeing clearly what isn't working and taking stock and being grateful for what is, and the magic of the small moments. Wonderful. So I'm taking some smoky quartz here. I'm going to place it at your root chakra, so kind of in between. I'll place it in between the knees here, helping to ground down your energy. If you're feeling like that air energy is taking you up into the clouds and it's hard to kind of come back. And remembering the gratitude of when things are out of balance, they often are an invitation to show us sort of what's maybe not working, or there's so much in life that is kind of always recalibrating and in and out of balance. And it's not to arrive at the state of, okay, I don't have to do any more work. It's more so like, how can I really like tune into what's here? How can I be honest about what's here? How can I give thanks for what's here, the magic of this existence, this random occurrence that we're here right now talking through the screen or something like that, you know. So placing this in between the knees. Then we're going to bring in more lightness. We're going to do that by taking some, let's see. I'll just show you the different items, ingredients that I've put on my altar, sort of symbolizing that abundance, that gratitude. This is fresh rosemary from a potted plant outside my house. This is a little clementine orange. I have some of that dried chamomile here. I have some dried rose petals for Venus. And on the bottom, I have some cinnamon and some chocolate. I don't know if you can see it. I hid it so my cat doesn't get to it. I don't know if you can see it. But maybe imagining, even in your mind's eye, like a big bowl of ingredients that you can give out as like an offering to your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, any benevolent beings that are with you as you navigate this human existence. Just imagine that bowl, maybe even overflowing, being well received. Remembering this relationship that we have to, you know, our spirituality or our highest self, or that cultivation of, like, I assume if you're watching this, you have sort of, or at least an interest in the spirituality, the idea of connection to, you know, the earth or God or spirit or source or however, whatever word works for you. And to be able to craft it in your own way, not in a way that has been handed to you or has been passed down, but is really a disservice to you in some way. To be able to find something that is uniquely yours and that spreads more love and compassion into the world. So just taking a moment to feel grateful for however that connection looks for you. There's no right or wrong. There's no end point. There's no such thing as perfection. Maybe that's a connection to your heart center or your breath or your intuition, your gut sense. Whatever it is, imagine laying this bowl down, placing it maybe on a physical altar or a space in nature that you love. Letting it be received by the earth, by the benevolent beings in your life, by your community, your loved ones, your ancestors. Finally, we'll take some incense. Just help to seal our session for today, continuing to create that relationship between gratitude and abundance and balance and just this cyclical flow, and realizing that it's not about getting there faster or being the best at it. It's simply just a practice, just as simple as the practice of meditation, the practice of coming back to be in stillness, or to be with what's here in your life. And as I do this, I invite you to place a hand on your heart if that feels good for you. Just send some love to all that you have been through, all that you've weathered, all the different versions of you that you've been. Maybe saying to yourself, I'm grateful for where I've been and who I've been. And then taking a breath and a moment to say, I'm grateful for all I will do, all I will be, all I will become. Sending it like a love letter to the present moment, which is all we really have anyway. Sealing it up like a beautiful letter. Sending it out into the world, letting it fill up your own cup. I'll leave you today with the last card that, well, there's two more cards. I'll leave you with the cards that we pulled as you begin to maybe come out of, a closed eye position, or begin to come back into the room and the space. So I have this nervous system deck. It's called the polyvagal card deck, and I pulled this one in hopes that it would be helpful, just asking what would be supportive. So this says, music both regulates and activates the autonomic nervous system. Not atomic, autonomic nervous system. Some songs allow us to safely experience dorsal and sympathetic survival states and embrace those experiences. So dorsal is like the morning, I keep getting it wrong too, like the fight or flight or the freeze kind of thing. Like the sympathetic and the dorsal are those that are kind of when we're activated, we're more in those states. And the ventral state is when we're feeling in that flow and that ability, we have more capacity to like be present and be with things because we're not in that fight or flight. While we deepen our connection with ventral, music is a gentle and accessible way to travel the autonomic hierarchy. And the prompt is to create different kinds of playlists, build connections of songs that take you into safe connection with the three different states. For your ventral playlist, choose songs that stir feelings of calm, excitement, passion, compassion, connection, interest, celebration, joy, rest, and restoration. And then next, create playlists that bring you into connection with your sympathetic and dorsal survival states. Songs that represent all the flavors of anxiety, anger, collapse, and disconnection you feel. Finally, take songs from each playlist and arrange them in an order that intersperses songs of safety among songs of survival. And then it says, make a practice of reaching for your playlist to explore and enjoy your states. Listen with others and experience the power of shared listening, which I think is really cool. And I'm going to try to do that and arrange them by interspersing songs of safety among songs of survival and feeling in kind of safely, like it can feel unsafe, like when we're in those states, but experimenting with feeling them and allowing ourselves to feel them through music. Yeah. So, and then the last card I wanted to share is the octopus card. And this reminded me of kind of when we maybe feel like our energy is everywhere. We have like a lot of hats in the air. This invitation to come back to that like crown chakra sense, to remember that we also deserve to receive. I know that that's something I do. I'm just like, I'll just give to everybody else and then be burnout, and that's not what I want to be doing. So I love the rainbow sort of at the head of the octopus here. So yeah. And when the octopus energy is in balance and harmony, it says that it is interested, engaged, and intelligent. And when it's out of balance, feeling needy, clingy, and lacks courage. To bring into balance, it says space to oneself, and talk therapy. And I wasn't going to read this whole thing, but I feel like I just might, now that it's up here. It says reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind, paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus intertwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of the octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. Yeah. So, thanks for listening to those. I hope that they were helpful for you. And I'm going to finish out by playing the lotus drum, and I'm just going to step to the side because it's kind of loud, and I hope that it picks up. I hope the mic picks it up well, and that will close our session and our time together. Thank you again for being here, sending you so much love and goodness your way. If you enjoyed this session, please leave a like or comment or let me know. And thanks so much for being here and for your support. I'll see you soon. Be well. Until next time.